Yeah, it's been an emotional week. I think the staff, myself, the players, it's been really emotional. I think this group, there's a lot we've experienced on this journey over the last 4 years, from the travel into Haiti and the pandemic, playing in front of no fans. But that was different. Yeah, that was different. So, the role I've played it's a thin line when you're a coach. I love these guys. We've been in some battles together, and I respect where they're coming from. I've seen the sacrifices they've made. I've seen what they've earned on the journey. I've seen guys, doing ACL while playing for the country and putting their careers on the line. So I get it. But also recognise Qatar's just round the corner, Ollie. And this was it wasn't how we expected it to go this week. So. But they're back focused, and hopefully we can get on the pitch and start inspiring people again. Well, we were always detailed, and we were clear what we wanted to do this week. The Panama game, we wanted to experiment a little bit with faces, etc. But we just got to adapt. I went a year without even playing. Every window seemed to get cancelled. And we got to this point, finishing top of CONCACAF with this group, so we'll adapt. This game against Curacao now becomes really important for us. I think this is a good test. We've seen what they did in Honduras, and I think these boys will be tested. There's a couple of them going to be coming in a bit fatigued, and we're not going to allow that to be an excuse. So, fingers crossed we can put a performance on.
Bruce Arthur and then JJ Adams. Bruce, go ahead.
John, Bruce Arthur.
Bruce.
In terms of what kind of role you played this week, there's only so much you can do as a coach when you're in a situation. What could you get anything done off the field, in the hotel, in terms of communications with players that didn't involve those 90-minute training sessions, or were you cut off from the team to a significant degree?
Well, I think the first thing I had to manage the staff, because you're working through. We go into training, we not, and you had to get the planning done. So, we kept through our process. As I said to the group, it's business as usual, and if there's any downtime, there's a few projects we've been working on to get us ready for Qatar. So, having the whole group together with the staff, we kept them busy. But in terms of the other, like I say, the players were very clear the role they wanted me to play, and the organisation, the President, General Secretary were clear. They know I've built up a lot of trust with this group, and for coaches, that takes time. That takes a lot of time to build, and I think getting right in the middle of this just wasn't the right move for me. But I've listened, and I empathise with the lads, I really do. And I understand Canada Soccer's position. I work in the organisation. I know some of the financial realities there, but I do understand these boys are fighting for something more than just putting pay in their pockets. They're looking for leaving a legacy, putting this shirt down better. That's what we committed to 4 years ago. So,
on your left, JJ Adams, followed by Matt.
Yeah.
It seemed to be a pretty subdued group out there today. Can you tell me what is your sense of the players' mood, and how do you keep this from being a distraction moving forward? Because this is an ongoing thing.
Well, I've got a team talk ready for them tomorrow, so I'll tell you what, if they're not ready for this game after that, I can do one. So, I think there's a couple of motivators tomorrow for sure that'll drive them. But when I came into this camp, I was clear, they've set some internal goals. That was the first 2 days when everyone was on task focused. We set some internal goals for Qatar. They want to continue pioneering. There's a big part of, not becoming the hunted in CONCACAF and just hunting these next level goals that we're setting. So, that's been a focus, to be the most dominant Canadian team. And, we went 17 games undefeated. We finished top, and we've got a very talented Curacao team coming here. So, these last 2 days, I've been bringing them back to reality. This is going to be a tough match, a really tough game against this team. And if they're not ready, a lot of hard work starts slipping away. That dominance that we want to keep stepping forward with, it starts to slip away and questions get asked. Well, I started a journey with the women in 2012. They had the same mantra as the men, to leave a legacy, to put the shirt down better than they found it. I think it's a critical part of this conversation. And I think this group of men are super supportive. From everything I've learned about how they feel about the situation, they're supportive, and it's time. You know, women have gone back to back to back podiums. Back to back to back podiums. I mean, there's not a football team probably outside the USA that's achieved that. And our men are getting close to that next level on the world stage. So, you know, I think them together, that group together, are going to be super strong, and I think they need to stand and work together for the betterment of everyone in this country, grassroots football, for the young generation of female and male players. You know, when they come together, this country is going to be stronger than ever before. Look, I mean, I have my whole family here waiting in the stadium. The players had their families. You know, these guys are fighting for something bigger, and it was a tough moment. No one wanted that to happen. The players didn't. And I think you've got to understand, when they make decisions like that, that was a heavy decision that weighed on them, very heavy. But it let you know that, you know, in their minds, there was a reason for that. And I have to respect that as a coach. I think for the fans, you don't want to see that. I mean, none of us want to see that. And I don't think we'll ever see that again. This country wasn't ready for what just happened. It's 36 years since we've been to a World Cup. No one knew what was coming. No one was ready for this type of negotiation. We made mistakes on both sides, and we can't make them again. The next generation of leaders and players, they're not going to make them mistakes again. The processes will be in place now. People know what's going to happen. I'll guarantee you, there's many countries at this World Cup that went through something very similar, but not now. The first time after 30 years.
Thank you very much, everyone.
So I'm hoping, you know, the fans, they turn up. I'm hoping they turn up and, you know, enjoy the moment.